to today's lesson. Our subject for today is English language. Today, we are going to look at plural noun formation. Plural noun formation. We have dealt with nouns, and we know we have two types of nouns. We have the singular noun and we have the plural noun. Now we are going to look at how we form the plural form of nouns. Plural form of nouns. So you hear a book. Another time you're going to hear books. At times you hear day. You're going to hear days. You hear baby. You hear babies. If you look at the endings, though there are some babies and they end with Y, with babies you add IES. There you just add X. And the question is, what creates the difference? So we are going to look at how we form plural nouns. We are starting with regular nouns. Regular nouns. How do we form the plural forms of regular nouns? To start with, in normal instances or in normal circumstances, the first thing we do is that you just add S to the noun. You add S to the noun. For instance, I have here cow. To form the plural form of the word cow, I will just add S to it. To form the plural form of the noun boy, I will add just X to it. By adding X to all these nouns, I am going to get their plural form, as you can see. So that's the normal thing. Normal regular nouns, just add X to the singular noun, you are going to get their plural form. But that is not all that the same. In some situations, just adding X will not give you their plural form. You go to add more than X. We are going to look at those ones as well. Let's come here. Nouns ending in X, SH, CH, or X. You see, I repeat. Whenever you see a singular noun or a noun ending in X, SH, CH, or X, to form their plural form, you add ES. You see, to form their plural form, you are going to add ES. If you look at this one, they are different from the first category that we looked at, where I only added X to the nouns to get their plural form. So in this instance, we are adding ES. So when I see a word like this, brush, which ends with SH, I am not going to add X. By adding X, it will be wrong. According to the rules in grammar, you are supposed to add ES instead. So you see, brush, I'm going to add ES to form its what? Plural form. Now, when I look at kiss, kiss is ending with what? X. I am not going to write just another X, but rather EX to form its what? Plural form. In the same respect, match, dish. Match ends with CH. Dish ends with SH. You see, all these nouns here, they are ending either in X, SH, CH, or X. To form their plural form, you have to add EX to their singular. Let's proceed. We have other category of nouns that end in O. O, as you can see, in O. Such nouns, you can't also add ES or X to form their plural form. But according to the rules here, you have to add ES also. So look at the words that we have on the board. Examples, mango, mango. To form the plural form of mango, I can't just add X, but I have to add what? EX. When you see another word like hero, ending in O, I have to add EX to get heroes, mangoes. Now, potato, potato. I'll add ES again, potatoes. Now, volcano. I am adding ES to get volcanoes. So, these are the things you have to look at. They are very crucial. If you don't get the basic rules in grammar, then it becomes difficult when you have to form the plural form of Nouns that you come across in your daily what? Studies. So I am saying that when you see a singular noun ending in O, in most cases, the general rule will say that you have to add es to form the plural form. Now, note this. Even though we add es to nouns ending in O to form the plural form, there are exceptions. Note that a few nouns ending in O merely add s. To every rule, there are what? Exceptions. So, even though that's the rule, we have exceptions. Look here. Piano, though ends in O, you cannot add what? Es. But we add what? S to it. Photo, we add X. Logo, we add S to get logos, photos, pianos. You see, these are the exceptions. There are some or few of the exceptions that we have. Nouns ending in O, but we do not add es to form their plural form, but rather we add normal s to. So when you are learning, you have to know the exceptions. Which ones are the exceptions? Think you have nouns ending in. Maybe you have words like these ones. Okay, you have a noun that will end in y. Okay, y. So y is a consonant. When they end in this form, consonant letter y. How do you form the plural form? To form the plural form of a noun ending in y, like baby, lady, city, story, you have to add one. You will change the y into I. You change the y into I. Then you add the es to it. You change the y, the consonant y, or the letter y into I. And then you add the es. So if you look at the example here, we have baby. Baby, I don't write the plural form of baby like babies. It's not possible. What I will do is that I will change the y into I, and I'll add es to it. Okay? Lady, you will take away the y and replace it with I. Then you add the es. So somebody will say you just add es to a noun ending in y. But before the y, there is a consonant. Listen carefully. Now, when you see any noun ending in y, but before the y, there is a letter, consonant letter. You see, T, R, they are all consonants. So before the y, if there is a consonant, you change the y into I, and you add es. Look here. There are other nouns that also end in y. The examples here. We have other nouns that also end in y. But the thing is that before the y, there is a vowel. Before the y, there is a vowel. When you see certain things, you don't add ies to it to form the plural form, but you rather add what? X. You add X. So you have to be mindful of the two categories. Okay, let me try something here. I am saying that we have nouns that do end in y. But these nouns, you will see that some we add IEX to form their plural form. Others we add normal X to form their plural form. And the question is, how come? And what creates the difference? What I am saying is that, one, if you see any noun ending in Y, but before the Y, there is a consonant. There is a consonant. As we have here, baby. Before the Y, there is what? Consonant. Consonantal letter. Lady, there is a consonant letter which was D. City, there's a consonant which is T, and then story. So when you see that before the Y there is a consonant letter, you don't add X, but rather you add I-E-S. And this means that you are changing the Y into I and you add ES to it. However, when the letter ends with Y, but before the Y there is a vowel letter. As you can see, day, key, boy, and other example that we can talk of. You don't add IES, but rather you add what? Common what? X, common X. So today, what I try discussing with you is that we have nouns, and singular nouns have their own plural what? Forms. To form their plural forms, you have to know certain rules and regulations. The normal thing is that you add S to singular regular nouns to form their what? Plural form. But it is not all cases that when you add S, you get their plural form. To get their plural form, you have to know the rules. We said that we have nouns that do end in X, S, H, CH, or X. Such nouns, we add ES to their singular in order to get their plural form. We also have nouns that do end in O. With such nouns, we add ES also to form their plural form. But this one has got exceptions. We have few of them like piano, dynamos, and then we have photo and logo. Such words, though they end with O, we still add X to form their what? Plural form. You have to know and also have them in mind. And then we also looked at nouns ending in Y. But we have two categories. Those that ends or end in Y, but before the Y there is a consonant, and the ones that do end in Y, but before the Y there is a vowel. So when there is a vowel before the Y, you add common X. When there is a consonant before the Y, you add what? You change the Y into I and you add ES. That's what I came to discuss with you today. Don't forget, this is Seeds of Wisdom online studies. If you like our videos, share the videos, subscribe to our channel, and like the videos. Thank you very much. For more information, you can contact the information provided and they will attend to you. Thank you. See you next time.